press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update. Call me on my number or you can email me. My guru says that you don't need to show your hand. Present is the result of the past. How will be my future? Future depends upon what you are doing in present. And straight away go into the reading. Out in this particular video, we'll be talking about love marriage and arranged marriage. This is a question basically every person is excited about. Every young person wants to know that will they get into a love marriage, because everybody wants a love marriage, and this is something that is there in the mind of every youth, and everybody aspires that they have a good love life, and this is what everybody wants to know. So we try to look into how a palmist would basically come to know if you are likely to have a love marriage or an arranged marriage. Uh, uh, Same kind of lines I will try to describe to you. Same indication might mean love as well as arrange. Let us take example. This is the area of the mount of Saturn, and we are going to take just a look on your heart line. The heart line is just reaching till the mount of Saturn. Okay, so Saturn, we are going to question what Saturn is. Saturn is basically, it has to do with wisdom, it has to do with materialism, it has to do with money matters, love for money, love for outer appearances, and it depicts being grounded and going in for traditional kind of things. So traditional thing is more towards the going for an arranged marriage. So this basically, when the heart line reaches the mount of Saturn, it basically signifies that the person is likely to have a arranged marriage. But at the same time, in different countries, it's going to apply in a different way. I'm just going to tell about this particular line in a similar way, but different countries. Let us take India. The first thing is India. We are taking our people living in India. So a heart line that is reaching the mount of Saturn in India basically signifies that the chances are such a person is likely to go for an arranged marriage. But if we look for a person living in US or a person who is basically born and brought up in US, the chances are like there are many people with similar line. They might go for an love marriage. See how I'll try to reason out that it would mean the same thing. Like why is it so that in India it's arranged marriage and in US it's love marriage? See, what happens is that this is the area of outer appearances. So a person would want a very beautiful kind of a partner, and at the same time the person would also want a partner who is rich. So a heart line that is reaching the mount of Saturn, if such a person out there in US finds a person who is beautiful and at the same time from a good family, the chances are they are going to say yes. So they are looking at two parts: the outer appearances of their partner, as well as what they have in their bank balance or stocks or properties or whatever. So finances, such a person would be more materialistic, and such a person would seek a stable kind of a partnership, and they would be really grounded, and those people would want their partner to be well off. Even if the person is a little bit older, they would not basically say no. So this is how we are coming to know. Now coming back to India, right now I have said a person who has the heart line reaching the mount of Saturn, I have said that such a person is likely to have a arranged marriage. But out here I can reverse it to love marriage as well. The reason why I say so is, let us assume that generally in arranged marriage the person is not able to find a partner for themselves. So what they do is they take help from family, and the family basically takes has only two priorities for them. They just look at the family of the other person as well as the outer appearances of the other person. These two are the main criteria in an arranged marriage. So let us assume that such a person um, who is going for a love marriage, if they find a partner who is good looking as well as from a good well-off family, the chances are that even with a heartline similar out here reaching the amount of Saturn, still there's a huge chance that the person is likely to go for a love marriage. So same indications, but the meaning changes with the possibility of a person like kind of going in for a love marriage or an arranged marriage. It's same kind of lines. Countries also matter, place also matters, education background also matters. So many things basically are taken into account to come to a conclusion that if the person is likely to go for a love marriage or an arranged marriage. But the best indications are seen on the line of heart that I have depicted. I would be making more videos, 2 or 3 more videos on this love and arranged part, because people are confused like what kind of a partner they will be getting, or they're confused that will they be going in for a love marriage or an arranged marriage. Take a look at this particular person. So this particular person's heartline is reaching just on the amount of Saturn and it's ending out here. So the chances are such a person would give priority to their partner being from a good family, rich family, outer appearances need to be really good. At the same time, this area, the area of Mount of Venus, this is highly developed. There's a huge kind of a padding that you yourself basically can see. Look at the padding out here. So this area basically signifies love for beauty, art, grace. All these things basically come, luxuries and vices. All these things come from the Mount of Venus. So at two cases, you're seeing the love for beauty and grace and for woman and huge amount of energy levels, sexuality, everything, and at the same time heartline ending on the amount of Saturn. Both these things signify that the person would be looking for these two qualities. We are not talking about love or arrange. We are just talking about the desire to have a partner that is beautiful, a desire to having a partner that is rich and famous, and priority is more towards richness, not just not necessarily famous, but their priority is more towards richness. The person is loaded with money, or the person has lots of property, or they come from a family whose ancestry, like they have got huge amount of riches. Whatever I'm telling you out here need not be 100% true, because this is just indicative. All the palmists, they are just basically guessing, and there's no short way to come to a conclusion that you're likely to go in for a love marriage or an arranged marriage. Even the headline can say a little bit about what you're likely to be. If the headline is very straight, like in this particular case, so this person is highly practical. So a practical person would look at the practical side of life, and the practical side of life is that money basically helps us get all the things in life. So such a person would give priority to a person who is likely to be rich. The person can go for a love marriage or an arranged marriage, it doesn't matter, but in both cases the priority is that the person needs to be well off, and that is a priority such a person is going to have. So this person is more of a realistic and grounded kind of a person, and a very practical kind of a person. Love for beauty, love for money. So such a person is likely to go for an arranged marriage. And this person, the heartline is reaching the amount of Jupiter. This is the area of idealism and sensitivity, and this is the area of pure love. This is the purity of love. But purity of love, don't think that purity of love can last for long. In the early period of life, it is all good, but as you progress in life, the realities of life are going to basically strike you, and they are going to strike you really hard. So you have to be more realistic. Such a person would have a more stable kind of a life, because they have taken into account what like in life, what is more important. So so that's a reason, uh, I would say it's not about going in for a love marriage or an arranged marriage, but we are talking more about what is likely to be more successful. So that's it for this particular reading. I will try to make 2 or 3 more videos just to explain to you with different kind of hands, like what your hands might tell. Thank you for watching. Again, I would request you to press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update. You can call me or email me, or repeatedly I tell everybody, present is the result of past. How will be my future? Future depends upon what you are doing in the present. So you don't need to show your hands to anybody. What are we? We are the product of our thoughts. Thank you for watching. Bye and take care.